Hello, welcome to another episode of Netball Chat with Sam.
And Zach.
So, it's been a few weeks.
It's been a few weeks since we've been
on the
couch.
On the tube.
We apologise for that.
Just what's going on.
So I've had my baby. That's the reason why we haven't been on the couch for
Baby Sam.
There is
getting it? She needs a little moment.
Well, I should have put the bib on. Oh my gosh.
There she is. She's our netball idol, just sitting here over in the corner.
Yeah, she's our producer. She's producing today.
She's managing.
Yeah. And, we've been watching the games, we've been keeping up, but we just haven't been able to speak to you about it. It's round 13.
Round 13. Oh, and we're also in the purple.
Yes, we are, because we are Purple Heart, proud, and relieved. 13 rounds coming. 12 rounds coming.
Yeah. Wow.
So the Firebirds finally got a win.
Monkey off the bat.
Yeah. And the girls, you could see it on their faces at the end of the game how elated they were that they had finally got a win.
Firebirds v Fever, and the Birdies getting up.
In Perth. So, starting 7.
Well, Dee Dee wasn't there. So starting
then she
7.
came on.
So time was called very swiftly, a couple of minutes in, and then where was she?
Down next to her bestie.
Faust. Goalkeeper with Faust. So they did a bit of a high five, a bit of a smirk.
Yes.
And then
it was very interesting. But then it was all business. It was a good matchup. Rosalie did say it was strategic, height versus height.
And she would have trained on her as well, so she would have had some insight into playing on her from Jamaica days.
Yeah, from the Jamaican crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And finally, I was quite relieved for Lenice Pogita because she's been sitting on that sideline for the past 2 games, especially those home games. Yeah. So I was relieved that she got a run.
The other big news from the Birdies camp is the retirements of
Laura Clemisha and Katie Neves.
And Katie Neves. So speaking of, Nevin's got the run this weekend, full run.
Yes.
Didn't get to play her last home game,
which is a bit sad.
But then Clem did.
Yeah.
And Clem didn't play this weekend.
No, she didn't. But, so Clem had probably one of her best games in that home game.
Yeah, I thought so.
She took quite a few intercepts and got some good rebounds. And I also thought, I'll give Katie a run. I felt really sad for her as well.
That was so sad.
But then she had a full game on the weekend, and she had a cracker jack. She dominated. There was some times when she was being... Yes, she was double defending on the circle edge, and she was still feeding the ball in.
Yeah.
And some couple of long bomb, like Hail Marys into the circle, just brilliant ones into Gretel and Dee Dee's in the second half. But I've already started thinking about what's going to happen with the Birdies for next year. And I really think, like, the last time they imported someone, solidly was Romelda. And that was over 10 years ago. I think it's time. I know Rosalie wants to, that they talk about investing in their homegrown talent. Yeah, that's great. But I think that majority now, this homegrown talent is young and inexperienced. I think that we need to start looking at maybe bringing in some big imports next season. One in the centre court to fill that Nevins role. And maybe one down the defence end as well. So we've got some seniority across the
backbones. We need the backbones.
Yeah, across all the thirds. So, what about the Fever though? We haven't talked about them. Poor Courtney Bruce was sitting off. I mean, it was the wooden spoons playing off.
It was really the fight for the wooden spoon.
Yeah. So I feel for the Fever.
The Fever still haven't beaten the Firebirds.
Because they had a draw.
Yeah. So they're yet to beat the Firebirds in Suncorp Super Netball. Olivia Lewis, she had a great game.
She did.
Yeah.
And you know who else had a great game?
Verity.
I was just going to say Verity. For me, it was about those 2 wing attacks.
Yeah.
It was like, when I thought about my team of the week, it was a real between those 2.
Who do you put in?
Yeah, Nevins and Verity, because I felt like Nevins would do something great Yeah. And then Verity would then follow it up not long after.
Well,
is it the Vixens Lightning?
Well, not the top. It wasn't the top of the table clash, but it turned out to be the top of the table clash.
Okay, I just wanted to say, I sat down and watched the Swift Maggies and went, "This is the game of the weekend." And then I got to the Vixens and Lightning game, and I was like, "No, this is the game of the weekend."
Oh my goodness, it was edge of your seat stuff the whole time. There was the feeling the whole entire time, despite the fact that the Vixens were up by 7. There was that whole feeling the entire time that the Lightning are in this, the Lightning are going to come back.
Yeah, and I said, I called it. I said, you know what? If the Lightning win this game, the Lightning are in the final. They'll be in the final. The GF.
Yeah.
And I mean Nolan. Once again, she pulls a rabbit out of a hat, doesn't she? With that team. And I just wanted to put this out there. Okay, so Mawani,
Pumba.
Yeah, I feel for her because she is playing with the best goal defense in the world. Yeah. That's confirmed now. That's not just our opinion or a statement. That is official. Actually confirmed. This girl plays with her in her club team and in her national side. Yeah. So it doesn't matter how much of a great, fantastic game Pumsa plays, she's never going to get MVP, is she?
I overshadowed by Pretorius.
She's never going to get MVP. Yeah. Because if she plays a crackerjack, well then you know Pretorius is going to play a crackerjack. Yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to make the statement that she had a crackerjack game on Saturday.
She did.
Or Sunday. And I think that she's duped. Yeah.
It was another defensive game though. Like if you look at the other end, Joe Weston had a crackerjack of a game too. Like I was just like, in that second half, I was like, is anyone else playing for the Vixens other than Joe Weston? Because Joe Weston is dominant.
Just like,
clock on, leg on. And then Liz Watson gets MVP. It was like, what the actual heck is going on?
Yeah.
It was a game of two halves, really, because the first half was Vixens of old.
Yes.
I mean, Captain Thwaites playing fantastically. Yep. Tegan Phillip doing her normal
But then Kamwenda came on. I get so excited when she comes on.
But then the second half, it was like Caitlin Thwaites came off in the last quarter, Kamwenda came on. It was like all of a sudden there was nothing happening in the mid-court. They just looked like stunned mullets.
Laura Sherian stepped up. Langers, they just dominated.
Peace had a freaking amazing game again.
Yes. And I said at the beginning of the season, I said it last season.
You wanted them,
why do they always die at the end of the season? Why do they always come out strong and then just fade away?
They fade away. No, sail away, sorry.
Sail away.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
And you wanted them to have the win this year.
This year I thought this was gonna be it.
Look, it's not out of the question. Renee's retiring.
And Renee's retiring. It's her last hurrah. So I would love to see her
doing it for the mums.
Get the win for her last hurrah. Yeah, doing it for the mums. Renee, I really think you've got another year in you.
No. Look, maybe they needed this. Maybe the Vixens needed a big loss like this to.
Oh yeah, maybe just to pull their socks up.
Yeah.
Their Vixen socks up and just.
Yeah, pull up the purple.
And
pull up the blue.
And once they get to half time, not drop the ball, no pun intended, and go gung ho.
Oh, speaking of Lightning.
Oh, Lightning.
Knowles. Big news. She's gone. She said, see ya.
I think she kind of has to if she's the Silver Ferns coach.
Yes.
It's a big gig. Like, how can you be the coach of the premier team and your national side? Like, our national coach doesn't coach a team.
Yeah.
I think that's fair enough, but it's been great for her to set up the Sunshine Coast Lightning. Oh, yeah.
Third game of the weekend was the Thunderbirds and Giants, and the Giants got up, and that was another
interesting game.
Very interesting game. Thank goodness the Giants won because.
They came off that loss.
Yeah, and the Magpies won the week before, the game before, so it was like this competition between fourth is heating up. So
so they needed
vital
to get that win.
Once again, a game marred by injury.
Oh yeah, so much injury. So we had Sarah Glasgow.
Sasha Glasgow.
Who
Terrible,
was it,
because
Sarah?
she's done her ACL
Yeah, so she's
already.
she's
So yeah,
she's out.
so that's another one.
And she was such a potential up and coming player for the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
Every week she was really proving.
She's had a really good season.
Yeah, she has. And
then Emma Ride
came on.
And then, oh my
she
gosh.
hurt herself.
How? That, I don't understand that injury. Apparently it's hyperextension or something. So if you look at the photos, she's literally like
I can't
bent her knee. Is it a knee or is it a shin? I don't know. But she bent her knee in like the opposite direction. Oh, it was just disgusting. It makes me like want to vomit a bit.
It was.
But then they're like, oh, she's definitely out this weekend, but it's not a break, it's just a hyperextension. I've got no idea what that means. It looks disgusting.
So it means that it's overextended.
In the opposite direction.
No. It's in the direction that it can be, like, bent, but it's overbent.
The knee was going the opposite way. I just had a mental image and it was disgusting.
It wasn't nice. But then, how about Chelsea Pittman coming on at goal attack?
Yeah.
There you go.
But she did play in that position a couple of times 2 seasons ago, I remember.
Yeah.
When Sasha Glasgow last did it. Yeah, foot.
Yeah.
Knee.
Yeah. So, Kim Green has called it.
Speaking of Giants, Kimmy Green has called it.
She's called it a day. We
the big retirement.
In our conversations recently, we have kind of been putting it out there. Yeah, so we picked that. I reckon we'll see her in the commentary.
Yeah, definitely. She's that'll
be her future. So what I've noticed each week is Caitlin Bassett's offensive contacts.
Getting a bit of whistle.
Yeah. So Shamira.
Oh, Shamira Sterling.
Yeah. So she.
Controversy.
Each week, she's getting cautioned. She got a warning. She got up to warning this week.
Back-chatting the umpire.
She's given some back-chatting.
Yes.
She's doing the roll of the eyes.
Yes.
I think that her maturity needs to improve on the court when she's put out of play. I definitely think that she needs to work on that. She needs to just take it on board and just do as what the umpire says. But I love how she was giving it, and then a couple of times when Caitlin Bassett gave it back, Caitlin Bassett actually got called for offensive contact, because she does.
Yeah. Oh, we've known that for donkeys, that Caitlin Bassett gives as good as she gets.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting as well.
But after all of that, the most intercepts, now she holds the record for the most intercepts of any player. Yeah. And she won MVP after
she won MVP.
That. She got 10. 10.
Oh, she got more.
10.
Yeah, phenomenal. And I just love how she still manages to come over the top and take that ball.
Speckies galore.
Oh,
it's just the timing is good. And then the commentators were saying how this week she had the ability to do it and then chase it down because that's what she wasn't doing previously. Right.
Okay, so let's go to the first game.
Whoa.
Only game that was on Saturday.
Magpies v Swifts.
And I sat down for this game and I thought this is going to be the game of the weekend.
No, I did not think that.
Well,
I was like, Swifts have got this. That's what I thought. And then what happened?
Zachary, I was thinking of you the whole time.
No, but you have got on the Swifts bandwagon. You've got on the red and blue.
Yeah, but you know the Pies are always. I'm always in the Pies corner.
Oh.
So what was the difference? The Pies came out strong.
Okay.
They came out so strong.
Yes. Ash Brazel in centre court.
Oh,
brilliant.
Love it. Love that woman.
Shimona Nelson. She played like we saw in Team Girls Cup. When we saw Shimona in Team Girls Cup, we were like, whoa. Yeah. We don't remember her playing this well. And she dominated. Correct. And then Jeeves had a friggin' crackerjack game.
Finally, Jeeves came.
Where?
Yeah,
she's been silent until this game.
Yeah, and she had an awesome game. So, bit of info. Lately, Swifts win the first quarter. It sets them up for the whole game, and that's how they've been winning the last couple of games.
Yeah.
They work super hard in the first quarter. They take that first quarter bonus points, and then they ride that out. Third quarter, they also sort of like really pack a punch, and that rides them out. They lost that first quarter, and that was it for them because the Pies came out strong, and they just continued.
They didn't know what to do.
And they tried, but they just could not get over the top of them.
They looked really lost. It was so weird to watch that game.
Yeah,
actually. I was like, what is going on?
It was a regress.
It
was a regress.
It was back to their old selves.
Do you think that Helen Osby was the impact that they needed?
I think she'll make a difference when she comes back. Fingers crossed. But yes, I think they're missing that. When Nat Haythornthwaite played in goal attack, it was like all of a sudden they had this movement and they almost had that general position back. So Helen Housby provides that in goal attack.
Yeah.
And they don't have that at the moment.
And
I'm devastated for the Swifts because
I think they've had too many losses from injury.
Maddie Proud.
Maddie Proud. Helen Housby.
Well, Helen's coming back. And then my fave.
The other one.
Armsy McArm's arms. What's her name? Kate Eddy.
That's it. Yeah.
Just devastated for them. Proud, that's the difference. They're missing Proud and Helen Housby in that midcourt. They still haven't found, because who that perfect wing attack is.
I just think that the back line for the Pies was super strong.
Oh, yeah. Branley had a great game.
Jiva had a great game. Ash Brazel had a great game.
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Oh, devastation.
Absolute devastation.
And
then Kelsey went down. So, I mean, they had a lot being thrown at them. They were playing the top of the table.
Yes.
They were playing in Tassie without their coach, who had been absent for 2 weeks. And then during the game, their strongest centre court, wing attacking player, goes down. And that's it for her.
So, yeah.
That's her ACL. So her season is done.
Yeah. And both the sisters out with
the ACLs. I hope they get a sibling discount. It might be too soon for that, but it was super sad.
So I guess we move on to talk about the final week because it's going to be interesting. So Giants are on 53 points.
Yeah.
Magpies are on 52 points.
It's close.
Whoever wins, if someone wins and someone loses this weekend, boom, they're in the final. Do you think the loss of Kelsey Brown will be too much to overcome?
No. If they all played the way that they did on the weekend,
as winners,
Kimiora Poi, then I think they'll be fine.
That out.
Time of the week. Okay, so I'll start with my team of the week. For goal shooter, I've gone with Shimona Nelson. Okay, so I did have someone else in at goal attack, but just can't go back to the Purple Heart, my girl, and every Firebirds girl, Gretel Tippett, and her long bomb.
Of course.
How good was she? 32 out of 32 goals. 100%.
Yeah.
And then, so wing attack, I had a clash. But I went with Katie Nevins because she's saying sayonara. Okay, centre this week, Ash Braz. Can't go past her. Can't go past Ash Brazel. Love that woman. Wing defence, I was also torn. But I've gone with Gabby. Went with Joe Weston for goal defence.
Good one.
And given my big spiel about Pumza earlier on in goalkeeper, I've given...
Malway.
Yeah.
Look, tough one. Similar actually. Goal shooter, I went with Shimona as well. Yeah. Goal attack, I went with Gretzky. Yeah. Tippett. Wing attack, well, I also thought the same thing because I was like, well, Katie Nevins because she's leaving. Yeah. So there's only so many more times we can
give it
centre.
To her.
I also went Ash Brazel.
Oh my gosh! And we didn't watch any games together this week.
We didn't.
Last week we did.
Wing defence, I've given it to our other favourite, the Palmy Army.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Palms. She did have a good game.
She had a good one.
Yeah.
Goal defence, you know I love her, Joe Weston.
Oh yeah.
Go
Yeah.
to Joe. And then goal keeps, I decided to give it to Jiva.
Yes. Yes.
It's a big week. Next week will be pre-finals chat.
Yes.
End of seas.
Yeah. This weekend's going to be
exciting times.
It's very exciting time. It's all about finals fever.
Finals fever.
Finals
not
fever.
In Perth this year though.
Not in Perth.
Not in this Perth this year. And I'm not going to win any tickets to the finals this year either.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm well out of the running.
We have not missed the Suncorp Super Netball final yet.
No, we haven't. We've got to keep the record strong.
We do. Yep.
Another week of Netball chat with Sam.
And Zach.
See ya. Who wants to be in the clip? So I'm interested.
Yeah, bless you. She's like, the SHIT, it's in her, and it's in her. You've got to get it together. It was like...
Was that your guy in Kiwi accent?
At her accent?
Like,
yeah.
Okay, go, I just...
And it was like, did she just say that?
Yeah,
yeah, she did.
Revelation.
The SHIT, from her, from her. SHIT.
She's done the SHIT too.
That was hilarious. Oh, hey, sweet pea. What's happened to your arm? Oh. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Okay. She doesn't like that.
She's not the only one.
Yeah.
You know I'm not the only one. Yeah, well. How do you solve the problem?
Relax. Okay, so